Hi, this is Coach Brady with American Football IQ. We're going over Volume 1, Card 53, Cover 6. How do you ID it? It's a two safety, deep pre-snap look. You're going to have flat foot, slow pedal, post-snap technique by the safety and the corner to the field. And to the boundary, you're going to have a deep safety with the cornerback down low at about 4 to 5 yards. This is a generic way to ID Cover 6. So you've got this safety lined up in a quarters look, that corner lined up in a quarters look. You've got this Sam that's walked out, not necessarily apexing, not splitting the difference, but more of a walkout technique. And then here to the boundary, you've got a high safety, and then you got the corner down low, about 4 to 5 yards, eyes inside, hip angle inside, about head up to outside technique. Details of the coverage. It's a split field coverage. The field side of the defense plays quarters, or the pass strength side of the defense plays quarters, cover 4. And the boundary side plays halves, cover 2. So 4 plus 2 equals 6. That's the logic here of cover 6, aka also known as quarter, quarter, half. So you've got to the pass strength side, you've got, essentially it's a 2x2 set to spread set. The back is lined up to the right, so we're considering that the pass strength side. We've got quarters to that side, and then we've got cover to this side. And predominantly going to be quarters to the field and then cover 2 to the boundary, because most people are going to line up their pass strength side to the field. Other details of this coverage: defenses use this coverage to maintain a 2-high safety structure while also being able to add an extra run fitter to the field and secondary support from the boundary by the corner. So when you look at this defensive structure from a run fit standpoint, this safety is going to be the secondary support player. This corner is going to be the individual that's responsible to be the topper in the coverage to play in the event that there is a handoff and then a pass by somebody you hand it off to, a jet sweep pass, a hook and ladder, something to that effect. You always want to try to have somebody back, at least 2 people back in a sound defense, unless it's a pure man scheme. And then to this boundary side, you're going to have the corner as a support player, and the safety will be the topper back. Weakness of the coverage. To the quarter side, the safety and the cornerback will match the routes of the players they are over the top of. And if those players that they are over the top of surpass that second level defender about 8 yards, they pass that second level defender, then that route is considered up. At that point, those defenders are going to match those routes, essentially man those routes. And so running away from those individuals at that point creates stress on that defense, and really understanding the rules of the coverage helps you attack as an offense. And then you want routes that run away from the safety and corner, just like I mentioned. And then you could pick a player to read specifically. To the halves side, you want to attack the corner pocket, about 18 to 22 yards downfield on the sideline, and then routes that cross the face of the halves cover safety are good as well. So let's talk about attacking both sides here. So, running routes that pass that 8-yard marker right past the under coverage, and then breaking across the face of the safety and then running a post route here can be really good. If you run a dagger concept, clear out the safety with a vertical element because that route's gone up. And again, in match scheme, defenders are looking for routes to go up, out, or in, and their responses are going to be MCD, match, carry, deliver. That's essentially going to be their response. If you ran a dagger concept and then had this route high-low, this Sam or the nickel Sam, whoever's out there, that alley player, that could be a good way to attack this coverage structure. There's obviously other ways to attack that quarter structure. And then to the boundary side here, attacking the corner pocket or running a route that is able to cross the face of that safety. You can run a route vertical there and then put that safety in a bind. You could end up throwing into this middle void area. Let's take a look at some clips here. Okay, so you've got Ohio State. Here's the pass strength side. That's where the quarters is going to be. And then to the boundary, you got cover 2. So 4 plus 2 equals 6. This is cover 6. you could see this person's playing a deep quarter. This person's playing a deep quarter. This alley player ends up playing the flat. You've got this safety over the top, and this corner is working to reroute and try to funnel that receiver the best they can. And then they end up snapping their eyes back inside because the quarterback is trying to throw a hole shot. I mean, that is the weakness of this coverage. And we typically say we want that ball to be at about 18 to 22 yards. So this is line of scrimmage, 5, 10, 15. So we want it to be at about the 45-yard line when it lands. It's thrown just a smidge short, but here's the issue. You know, this safety knows the weakness of that coverage as well, so it's going to be a race to the sideline. Corner just made a heck of a good play. Go to the next clip. So we ended up having, here's the pass strength side. So this is where the quarters is going to be. This guy's going to be playing the flat. He's going to have his deep fourth, and essentially pattern matching. It's not just country deep fourths. It's not what it is. And then we've got this corner that's playing the flat, looking for any threat to the flat. He'll drive on that. This safety is playing halves coverage here, quarter, half. This person's playing the hook curl. Quarterback ends up throwing to the flat. Flat is carrying number 2 on the vertical phase, and there's nobody that gets to the flat. Let's go to another clip here. So here's the pass strength side. This is where we'll have our quarter scheme. We've got safety over the top of 2. We got the corner that's pattern matching number 1. We got this individual that will be the curl flat player. Got cover 2 to this side, playing the flat, halves coverage. Quarterback ends up throwing to the middle void like we talked about. That is a weak point of this defense. So if you're able to cross face on this safety and attack that middle void, that is one of the weaknesses of this defense. Route just works past the hook curl player. Quarterback throws an excellent ball to that tight end into the middle void. Let's take a look at it from the back shot here. We got this hook curl player that's going to look to reroute. So in a perfect world, we start to throw the ball right now because we know that our route runner is going to go right into that window. Quarterback makes up for being just a smidge late by throwing a great ball. Attacking the flat here to the pass strength side. They're playing quarters. This guy's he's rerouting, right? So then he's got to be able to push the flat in this quarter scheme. That's definitely the weak part of this defense, the flat area to the quarter side. The flat area to the cover 2 side is not the weak area. The corner pocket over the top of the corner, and then that middle void like we talked about is a weak area there. Let's take a look at another cover 6 clip. So in this particular instance, we've got the quarters. We got the cover 4 side here. We've got the cover 2 side here. The corner to the boundary did not have an immediate threat to the flat. You have the tight end staying in a protection, right? This corner's looking inside to see, is there any threat? Late in the down, there's no threat, so he starts sinking underneath this route. And then this tight end delays, ends up protecting first. He's chipping, and then he's going to delay to the flat. It's a really good job by Julian, the quarterback here, checking it down versus that corner that ends up sinking. Cover 6 again. We've got the corner retreating. We got this safety playing over the top of number 2. This alley player is responsible for the curl flat. Receiver sits right in that window before the hook curl player could get there, or the individual that's responsible for number 3. Person is responsible for number 3 in the quarter scheme. He's responsible for 2. Okay, he's looking 2 to 1. He's looking for number 1 on this mod technique. The only reason he wouldn't cover number 1 is if number 1 went inside. We've got curl flat here on this backside. We got a halves cover safety there, cover 6. So again, weak part of this defense is the flat to the quarter side, to the cover 2 side. It's the whole shot and then that middle void. Of course, you could attack defense's responsibilities, defender specific responsibilities in quarters. So we've got cover 4 here. See this piece moves, quarters, playing halves coverage there. We're playing curl flat there, cover 2. Okay, hook curl there. He's responsible for number 3. He's responsible for number 2. He's over the top of number 2. He's got a mod technique over number 1. MOD, man outside deep. Quarterback ends up scrambling and then hitting the guy in the flat late. Cover 6 again. Quarterback attacks the middle void area. You've got halves cover safety there. You've got the curl flat player there. You've got this guy that's responsible for number 2, playing a mod technique there. He ends up man turning later in the down. Safety was opening his hips, anticipating a corner route. So he was just playing what he thought was going to be coming. He starts to lean into the outside. And the route runner runs a post down the middle of the field. Thanks for watching. Thank you for watching. What you just watched is a taste of the type of content we are building at American Football IQ and on school. What you'll find within is detailed courses, weekly content, and a community that's passionate about American football. If you're ready to level up your football IQ, come inside and join us. Don't forget to click on the link in the description, and also don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you inside. Play fast.